Today we're going to do a little research on logos. We should have talked about a few different things, how a logo ought to be simple, memorable, timeless, versatile, and appropriate. So as you're looking at logos today, make sure you're thinking about that while you're going. Of course, open a new document. As long as it says letter, that's fine. We're not worrying about anything else today. You will be doing 2 artboards, and you can go ahead and set that up if you want to, or you can wait until you're ready for the second artboard. To start out, get your rulers, Command R, and set up your guides. I always have you put your guides at a 1/2 inch from the top and the sides to make sure that you don't put any text or anything important outside those lines. The reason why, of course, is so that when we print, nothing important gets cut off. And if it's locked and you need to move one, you can right-click on the outside and uncheck lock guides. There we go. I am also going to add one guide up here at the 1-inch mark, and that's where I'm going to put my title. Text tool. If I click on the intersect, it'll type on the intersect. And I could change that now, or I could wait until later. I'll go ahead and do that now. Not specific about what font you use or how big it is. Whatever you feel like looks right. Okay. Now we're going to be dividing our page into 5 sections. Remember, you're going to find good logos for sports equipment, sports teams, music or bands, clothing, and food. So go ahead and make more guides. I could try to distribute these so that they are evenly spaced. I could use all the math that was required for that. Or I could do this handy dandy tool that's going to do all that for you. So I'm going to select the top guide that I'm going to be distributing with and the bottom guide. Oop, but I have to unlock those guides. Now select the top and the bottom. There we go. And come up here to align. And I could try any of these out, and you can do that if you want to. You can try some, and if they don't work, oops, that's not it. Just Command Z. Undo and try again. The one that you're going to use is the vertical distribute center. Just means that it's going to evenly space all of the ones I have selected. And there you go. All of these are evenly spaced. No math required today. Okay, now you're ready to copy paste all of your logos here. Before you begin, let's go ahead and lock those guides again. That way when we're working, we don't have to worry about moving them accidentally. And title each of your spaces with the types of logos that you're going to be looking for. To make it neat, you can drag another guide in here and type your text on there. We probably don't need that to be big and bold, so I'm going to try a different one. Ooh, that's not good. Let's try one that's a little bit more plain. There we go. And it doesn't need to be that big either. That'll work. Now, when I do the other ones, it will keep that same style. So if I click down here, nothing's going to happen because I'm still in this text box. But if I press Command and click, now I can start a new text box. Command click, click again. Okay, so now I have all of that set up for me. I'm going to go ahead and make a box around our space just so that we have everything laid out and you're not confused while you're working. Obviously, we don't want it to have a black fill. There we go. We want it to have no fill though. If I just clicked the default here and that gave it a black stroke, and that's what I want to have. Then use your line tool to separate each space. Hold down Shift to make sure it stays straight. Now I have all my spaces separated. I probably don't need to see my guides at this exact moment. So if I right click, I'm looking for hide guides. If it doesn't show up, then I probably need to get my selection tool and try again. Right click, and click in the outer area. Now, there it is. The reason why it wasn't working is because I had this line selected. So if I try to right click out here, this information has to do with the line that I have selected. Looks like I missed a line here, so I could turn my guides back on and draw another line. There we go. Now let's hide those guides and see what we've got. There, that looks pretty good.